another reading vlog. That is a publication. So, like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and this is my library. Today we're starting week 3 of Black History Month reading vlog. Today is Tuesday. I just got off work and I wanted to film the entire week this week starting Sunday, but I added a book to my TBR. Let's start off. The TBR that I set for February, I didn't choose any of the books in that video or on that TBR. I decided to add Wings of Ebony by Elle. And I started reading this Saturday night, but I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, because I couldn't remember what it was about before I picked it up. I just knew it was on my shelf because I ordered this. Let me see if the year this came out is on this dust jacket. 2021. I ordered this in 2021. And so I didn't remember anything about this. So I was like, let me just keep reading so I have something to tell y'all about what this is about. But so far, we're following this girl named... What is her name? I don't want to look at it because I know her name. Her friend's name is Bree, and her name is, I'm gonna look, Rue. I knew that her name is Rue. Okay, we're following this girl named Rue, and we start off the book where she's like following her sister and waiting for her sister to find this gift that she left to her at her doorstep. And we're like, okay, why is she hiding from her sister? What's going on? Why are you like trailing her? And her sister sees the present and she decides to follow her sister for some more before she ends up having to go back to wherever she's from. We don't know where she's from just yet. And then something goes down, I don't want to say, and then all of a sudden she's using magic. So we find out that Rue and her sister got separated after their mother got shot on their front porch. Okay, pause. After that, her sister gets sent to her father, and she gets sent to someone else from this magical realm called Gizon, where everyone is magical. They're like the secret hidden village outside Madagascar or in between Madagascar, like the Indian Ocean somewhere, where everybody has these magical abilities. And apparently she's mixed with one of these people. Her father, that she's never met before, is one of these people. They don't really have a title. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. Let me tell you, when I read this Saturday night, I read up to like 50 pages. I'm now on page 111 and I'm still confused. So I don't really know how to explain it because they haven't really explained anything to us. But she gets sent to this world with her father, and so she tells us that in between this is what's been going on. And I think why it's so confusing is because we start off, it feels like when we start off with her trailing her sister, it feels like we're starting after there's already been a previous book. Like there feels like we missed something. And they're trying to fill us in the 111 pages that I've read, but also skipping to present day. So it's kind of confusing on like, okay, are you going to let us know what happened in between here? What was the catalyst for this? And all this other stuff, because now she's on the run with her sister because she used magic in our world when she wasn't supposed to. And so now she's on the run, but we don't really know what happened there after she got taken there by her father after her mother died. So it's just really confusing, and I'm hoping as I keep reading things get cleared up, because right now I'm just as lost as y'all probably are listening to my explanation. This is very confusing, but it's a really pretty cover with that gold. Yes. But also, as you can see, I got my hair done finally. And while I was sitting under the dryer, I read the graphic novel Hot Comb by Ebony Flowers. This was on my TBR. And this is it's like a short story collection told in graphics about black women and their experience with their hair, like getting their hair done, first perm, first hot comb, things like that. And it was just like a fun like story to read, because everybody's lived these stories. There may be some differences, but everybody's watched their mom do, well, wouldn't say everybody, because everybody's different, but I've watched my mom do my grandmother's hair. I've had my first relaxer. I've sat in there listening to people talk while they're getting their hair done. It's just so many stories about black women and their hair. And it was just a fun story, cute stories to read. And I thought the entire thing was like a memoir, but I think only the first story is. And the author is telling the story of why she got a relaxer and what made her get in her experience with that. But I'm gonna end up giving this 3 stars because it was just like fun. It wasn't anything like groundbreaking or new. So I'm gonna give this 3 stars because I just had fun with it. And that's all the update I have to give to y'all right now. Next time I come to you, I hope I have more of an understanding of what's going on in this book. Here's the cover if you wanted to see the cover again. I picked this up because since it wasn't originally on my TBR, I picked it up because the author announced that she's coming out with another release soon, a different series. So I wanted to pick that up because it looked really interesting, but I wanted to read her original duology because I think this is her debut. So yeah, we'll see how this pans out, and hopefully I can come to you all with more understanding. But see y'all soon. Okay, everybody, I'm back from my car. Update number 1. This is the beginning of the week 4 vlog. I decided I'm gonna combine week 3 and week 4, and here's why. I finished Wings of Ebony, and I won't say I didn't like it. I'll discuss when I get to where I'm going. I'll probably discuss it more. But it wasn't my favorite thing I've read this month. Second update, I'm out of town right now. I'm in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru line. But I had to go out of town for work. So when I get to where I'm going, I'm just stopping for breakfast. But when I get to where I'm going to update y'all about how I felt about Wings of Ebony and show you what I brought on this trip with me, because I'm going to be here for a week. So I'll show you what I got. And Carter's here with me. You want to say hi, buddy? Say hey. I'm in my car seat, everybody. But yeah, I'll give y'all more of an update. This line at Chick-fil-A was moving really slow, so I was like, let me just update everybody real quick. But I'll give y'all my thoughts on Wings of Ebony when I get to where I'm going and settled and everything. But yeah, bye-bye. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Well, I'm in my hotel room now, but it's later on in the day. I'm very tired, but I decided I was gonna go ahead and let y'all know what's been going on with my reading. So first of all, let me see if I can find somewhere to put this. Okay, perfect. Okay, first of all, Wings of Ebony. I finished Wings of Ebony, what night was that? Sunday night? And Saturday, I was gonna just edit what I have recorded so far and just be like, y'all, I'm not feeling this book, and then carry it on to this. But I've decided to put them all together. You know what? I'm probably gonna discuss Wings of Ebony when I have the book in my hands, because I still need to think about that book. I don't know how I felt about it, but let's just move on from her right now. We're gonna put her on pause because I don't want to talk about her behind her back, and that wouldn't be nice. So I'm gonna talk to her when she's in my hands and we face to face, and I can let her know how I feel. But so we're gonna move on to the books that I brought with me to this trip. It's not a vacation because I'm here for work, but on this vacation. So first, Skin of the Sea, which is a book that is on my TBR for February. This follows a siren, mermaid. There's a word for her, Amami Wata. I don't want to say basically she's a mermaid, but she's culturally a mermaid called Amami Wata, and she goes against her duties and rescues this boy drowning in the ocean, and so she has to face punishment for that or something. So she's traveling to like make amends for what she's done to betray her people. Next is another book that's also on my TBR. It's Monsters We Defy by Leslie Penelope. It's a group of magical people on Black Broadway in DC. So I'm excited to read this because it's something I've never read a fictional novel about. So, just surprises falling out. I forgot. When I do these pre-order campaigns, I just forget until I actually read the book because I keep them in the book because I don't want to forget what they belong to. And then someone new to the group, she's the new girl, or he's the new girl. Who wrote this? He's the new girl. So I chose Charming is a Verb by Ben Philippe. All I know is that this is a YA novel, YA romance. That's really cute, and I just love this cover. It's one of the books on my bookshelves that's like a display because I just like it. It's just the way the colors, I don't want to say filter, but the color choice, the color scheme they decided to go with for this, I really love how beautiful it is. But this is a new edition on my this is a new edition on my TBR for this week because I started reading Everybody Looking by, who is that by? Let me look really quickly. A book that was originally on my TBR, Everybody Looking by Candace Elo. Let me turn the brightness down. Can you see it? I started reading that last night before I came out here, but I knew it was written in verse, and I've read books written in verse before, but what am I trying to say? I've read books written in verse before, but I feel like I would prefer to listen to this one on audiobook. Carter, you're very loud. What's going on? What are you looking for? What'd you lose? But I think I'm going to enjoy that, listening to that more on audiobook. I thought it was on Scribd, but Scribd doesn't have it right now. But they may, Scribd, like sometimes they'll remove things and put them back. So it may come back. So hopefully it comes back soon so I can listen to that because it's not on my Libby or in my local library or anything. So I'm going to hope it comes back on Scribd and I'm going to listen to that too. But what I did read, I read like just a few pages, but I really enjoyed that. But I would prefer to listen to it on audiobook. So I'm going to start this probably tonight. Just a little quick fun read. I'm here for about a week. So we'll see how much I get done by the time I have to go back home. So yeah, that's my update for now. But right now, I'm going to watch Chrisley Knows Best. They're already queued up on my computer screen. So I'm going to watch a few episodes of that to decompress. Then I'm going to get ready for bed and start reading. And that's when you'll get your next update. So, bye, y'all. Okay, guys, I came to give you an update of my reading. I'm not going to show you my face or me because I'm ready for bed. So you can just watch Carter sleep peacefully. But I started Charming is a Verb. It's the next night. I got really tired last night and only read like 13 pages. And I'm still tired tonight. And I made it to page 52, so that's a start. But Charming is a Verb by Ben Philippe. I started this yesterday. We're following a young kid. He's 17, senior year of high school. His name is Henry. He's running a dog walking company, but no one knows that he's the owner. He's masquerading as just this simple employee of this company when he's actually the owner. He does it to make himself look more professional, that he's being hired through a trusted company. But he's done all the work. He's their only employee. He lives in this building in Manhattan where his dad is the super. His mom is a firefighter trainee. She's training to become a firefighter. He goes to this private school where it's a bunch of rich kids. He calls them high-rise kids. But he's there on scholarship. And we also meet this character. Her name is Corinne Troy. She lives in his building and goes to his school as well. And so she finds out that his dog walking company is kind of like a scam, where he's hustling everybody. And so she's currently, where I just ended off in the book, is she's blackmailing him to teach her or make everyone in the school think she's cool, so. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm sorry. She's blackmailing him to make her seem cooler because she doesn't have the greatest reputation in the school. She's kind of this intimidating person at school that no one's really friends with. She's kind of on the outside of all the inner groups of the school. So that's where we left off. So she's blackmailing him, and they're about to go to a party for schools, at their school, or someone at their school is throwing, so she can seem cooler. But while that's going on, we're also seeing all this anxiety our main character Henry is having about applying to colleges and doing college interviews and college essays. And also, basically, he even discusses that in the book, in the 50 pages, of having to provide for his family. And all three of his family members are entering money into this pot where they're supporting each other, and he has to help provide. Although he's not the main provider, his dog walking business and any other money he's earned does help his family pay bills, basically. So we get all of those different caveats of his life, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I just wish I wasn't so tired, because as I've said before, I am here for work, and I didn't know I was going to be this tired every day or every night when I'm going to bed. I've already taken a nap. I took a nap when I got back to the room at 5, and I'm still tired. It's currently, where's my phone? It's currently 12:20 right now, so I'm going to head to bed, and hopefully I can read a little bit more tomorrow night. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. I've already tried to. Okay, everybody. I'm back again with my update. What am I doing? Okay, so I made it to page 100. I read after work. It's like 11 o'clock right now. But I read a little bit after I got off work, and I read to page 100. Girl, 50 pages. Who am I? I'm just... So I read 50 pages as charming as a verb. Here's the cover, if you don't remember what I'm reading. And what I told you last night in my tired days, he was being blackmailed by this girl that lives in his building, Corinne. So he took her to a party. She interacted, she learned, she socialized, and she dropped it after that. I thought it was going to be like this blackmail was going to be like a big part of the story. But she, like, after they went home after the party, they walked back to the building. She was like, okay, thanks. I'm not going to hold this over your head anymore. Yeah, we good. And then he finds out, because I don't know if I told you, I don't even remember what I told you. I was so tired last night. But he's trying to get into Columbia University, and he had an interview that didn't go so well. And so he's trying to figure out what he can do to turn his fate around so he can go get into his dream school, which is really his dad's dream school. And he finds out at the end of the night, after she drops all this blackmailing stuff, he finds out that her mom is like one of the deans at Columbia or something, and his uncle, who is like a born-again Christian, no he's not, but he's like on this new path in life where he's not like a lowlife. He recently just immigrated to New York from Haiti and was staying with him and his family, but his dad kicked him out. I feel like I'm just telling y'all all their family business, but his dad kicked him out because he was lazy and didn't want to work. But he goes and talks to his uncle, and he's telling him about all this, what the girl did and meeting this girl. And he's like, and then her mama is a dean at Columbia. And his uncle plants this idea in his head that he needs to get closer to her to get to her mother. So that's what we're doing right now. But it seems kind of genuine. Even though he may be using her, it's coming off as a genuine friendship, so as of right now. So that's all I've gotten so far. But I'm probably going to read Quiet on Set. I'm probably going to read some more before... I'm probably going to read some more before I go to bed and see where we go next in this story. I'm really enjoying it. It's a very day-to-day contemporary novel following this boy and his anxieties about college. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, let me tell y'all one thing. I'm here in the city. I don't know if I should tell everybody where I'm at, but I won't be here when this video is uploaded, but I don't know if I'll have to come back or anything. Who knows? So I'm out of town for work, and I was trying to find somewhere to eat the first night I was here. Yeah, what was that? Tuesday night? And I was like, I want a burger. And I found this place called Burger Warehouse, but I had my dog with me, so I couldn't go in. They didn't have like a order, and I can just run in quickly and pick something up and come back out. So I was like, oh, I need to find somewhere else. So I go on DoorDash and I search burgers, and this place called Wild Burger comes up, and I order. I'm like, oh, I can order on DoorDash and go pick it up at the address. I won't even deliver it because I'm already out. Okay, y'all, so I'm driving to the DoorDash or the Wild Burger place. Did y'all know? Okay, so I arrive at Wild Burger, and it's actually Buffalo Wild Wings. And I feel like I'm the only person in the world. Did y'all know that Buffalo Wild Wings has a separate little entity called Wild Burger where they sell burgers, but it's all in Buffalo Wild Wings? So basically I got a burger from Buffalo Wild Wings. I wasn't expecting that, and it wasn't the best burger. It was very salty. I feel like my blood pressure went up. I gotta say like that. My blood pressure went up after eating that burger. It was not that good, but it sufficed for what I needed to eat for dinner that night. And then tonight, yesterday I was so tired. I just ordered a pizza and ate it whenever I had any energy. And then tonight I went to this place. They didn't have like a fancy bag I can show you that was really good, called The Catch. And it's like a seafood restaurant, and I got some catfish and some fries. It's probably the best. I don't know. I won't say it's the best. I won't say that because I like Papado's catfish too. But yeah, so I enjoyed. That's probably the best meal I've had since being here on this work trip. But tonight is my last night here. I thought I would get more done sitting in this room every day for 3 nights, but I didn't because I was just so tired. So, but yeah, this is my last night. I leave tomorrow at like 1 o'clock. And so I'll probably update y'all either tonight with another Carter shot or tomorrow on my drive home. So we'll see then. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, everybody, I'm back at home, and we're about to do some updates. First of all, Miss Wings of Ebony, when I was at the hotel, I was telling y'all I needed to get my thoughts together to talk about like what I thought about this book. In the end, I gave this 3 stars, and I'm gonna explain why. First of all, when we were first dropped into this world and we're meeting Rue, she's following her sister, like without her knowing. She's following her sister. She's left her this gift and she's waiting for her sister to open the gift. And once her sister opens the gift, she wants to keep following her. She's just supposed to see her sister's reaction and go about her business back to her world. Well, not her world, but the world that she's currently living in after her mother's death. But she stays. Something happens. I don't want to spoil too much, but something occurs where her sister is in danger. She has to save her sister. And in the midst of saving her sister, she reveals this secret world that she's been living in with her biological father for this year that her and her sister have been separated. That act unravels this whole debacle of her being chased, her sister's life being threatened by the people in, what is the name of the world? Gizon? It's spelled G-H-I-Z-O-N. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But once she gets back, she's under arrest. They're like, we have to control, because her sister knows all of our secrets. We have to contain this somehow. And then also, while that's going on, there's this second plot where there's this gang in her hometown in Houston, where in her neighborhood, really, where they're targeting young black men and girls. And she's trying to solve that issue while also dealing with this issue back in this magical world. So my issues with the book. First of all, when I first started reading, I thought I had missed another book. The way that she revealed, because we're starting off a year after her mother has passed. And then we're just thrown in and we're following, but we don't really get, even at the end of this book, we really don't get to see what happened in between that year. She'll drop like, the author will drop like little inuits or stories, like chapters of what happened in that year, but it really wasn't enough to me to explain like what exactly is this world she's living in and what's going on, because once everything is revealed at the end of the book, it doesn't feel like a reveal because I'm still lost about how everything in this world came to be. And I understand what Miss J.L. was trying to do. That's why I gave it 3 stars. If I didn't understand, I would give it 2 stars. But I understand what her goal was and what she was trying to do. But it just didn't work for me. And there may be somebody who's like, ooh, I thought this was so unique in how it was formatted, but I thought the formatting and exposition of this book needed some work. I just couldn't, it was just hard for me to follow along and be invested in her and Rue's story. But I have the second book already, and I'm gonna try and read that soon so I don't forget too much, and I can see if that makes up for anything, like if there's more reveals in that one that will make up for how this book was handled. But yeah, that was Wings of Ebony. I gave it 3 stars. Now, last night after my update, I read, let's see, not much, only 36 pages of Charming as a Verb. And I think in my last update, I said that oh, that's my washing machine. That scared me. I said that I believe that he was going to start using her for her mom's connections to Colombia, but I'm retracting that statement. I think it's going to become that point. It's going to be a point of confusion later on in the story, maybe in the third act. But I think it's going to be revealed. That's why he's her friend. But I don't think that's his intentions at the moment. And also, we're getting to a point where he's starting to catch feelings for her. And he's like, oh, why do I like her? What's going on? She's just this snippy, annoying girl that lives, I think she's on the top floor of their building. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's giving cute. It's like reminds me of when I was reading To All the Boys for the first time. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm going to try to read a good chunk of this today. and hopefully I can get a good chunk done so I can tell y'all more about, instead of just like the first 100 pages. But yeah, that's what I've been reading. And now we have book mail. I got a lot of book mail while I was gone. Let me see if I can open these without showing you my address. I have 4 packages here. This one that I'm opening now is from a used resale website. Where did I get this? Mercari. I got it on Mercari. And that is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is Tiffany D. Jackson's take on a haunted house, I believe. I'm excited to read this. This is gonna, I have, let me see. Oh, just 2 books by Tiffany D. Jackson now that are gonna be sitting on my shelf unread. Ew, it has like the sticky residue stuff on it. I hate that. Next, we have an order from Book Depository. I don't remember what this is. Let me see. Keep this trash here. Oh, is this the first book? Oh. I thought I was gonna get one of Book Depository because since they've released that they have like a new collection of bookmarks. But I got a Colleen Hoover bookmark. No thanks. Oh. Oh, thanks Book Depository for my Colleen Hoover bookmark. Thanks, y'all. Okay. This is the fine print by, who is this by? Lauren Asher. I don't remember what this is about. I think this is something I just randomly saw advertised on one of the social media sites that I peruse. But I think this is a marriage of convenience. And she has to sign like a contract. I don't know, y'all. I don't remember what this one is about. But I love this paperback. This is a good paperback. Next. Oh, I should have brought some scissors. I don't have any scissors in my vicinity. Oh, let's see if I can just rip it. Oh, okay, let's see what these are pre-orders. This is these next 2. I know what these are. Do I know what? Oh, this one's not mine. I was so confused. Okay. First, Christina Forrest, The Neighbor Favor. This is her first adult romance novel. She usually writes young adult. I've read her young adult romance. Well, one. I think I've only read one of her young adult romances. But this is her first soiree into adult. And I think it follows 2 bookworms who live... they're both in the book world somehow. I'm sorry. I don't want to spoil too much for me. But I was going to... Oh, there's a stain on the bag. What is going on with my books being stained? Okay. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'm going to read this soon. And the last book I have here is Nick Stone's Chaos Theory. And this is a YA romance, not a young adult, but this is a young adult romance by Nick Stone. And I haven't read a young adult full novel from her since she wrote Jackpot? Really? Is that the last one? I think so. That's the last young adult romance I read by Nick Stone. I've read her middle grades, but I haven't read her young adult. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'm not sure what it's about, but Nick Stone is one of those automatic buy authors. I'm gonna buy all of her books. But yeah, that's all of the update I have for now. I've already unpacked. Everything's put away. I'm gonna throw away these boxes and packaging and packages, and then I'm going to read and try to get a good chunk of Charming as a Verb done, and I'll update you all before I end this video. Talk to y'all later. Okay guys, I'm back for a quick update. I got home pretty late today. My mom and I went to a mock trial she was judging. Ooh. And so we were at that all day. I'm going to include some footage here to show you what I just showed us walking in. But I'm on like the last stretch of Charming as a Verb, and it's been really good so far. We're seeing the relationship between Corinne and Henry develop. But now we've gotten to, I don't want to spoil anything, but I've gotten to a point where our main character, Henry, has made a very terrible decision, and I don't know what's about to happen next, and I'm scared. I just wanted to give you all that quick update. I have like literally like a little bit less than 100 pages left, and I don't know how this is going to end, and I'm nervous about how it's going to end, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm just upset with our main character because that was a very dumb decision, but I'm excited to see how this all wraps up. I'll come back and update you all when I finish this book, and then we'll wrap up this video. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm really scared. Talk to y'all later. Okay everybody, I'm here. I finished my read for the week. It is officially the end of Black History Month, February, and I'm gonna go over what I just finished, what I've read this week, and what I've read the entire month. So first, we're gonna start with my thoughts on Charming as a Verb. So Charming as a Verb, we follow a senior dog walker, charmer. I realized in like my other wrap-ups that I didn't really discuss like why this book is called Charming as a Verb. So our main character, we're introduced to him, Henry, as he's describing how he charms people and how he introduces himself to people and how he interacts with people, and it's always with, he says, with his smile, and how he can have a conversation with anybody on the train, in school, with his teachers, and everybody just knows him as a charming guy, that he can get along with anybody, and he can adjust his personality to fit in and get along with different people. And so we come to a head with that in the end of the book, and I thought that was done really well. But we follow, this book tackled, like, got really serious, and I don't know if it says so in the description. Let me see. It doesn't. So something happens. that take a while, but something happens where this book took a turn, and I was just like, oh, he's a teenager, but this decision, like, teenagers make bad decisions, but this decision was a choice. Like, I was not expecting the book to go there, but I like how everything resolved, how everything was handled, the conversations that were had, and I also enjoyed everything that happened before that big turn in the story, in the narrative. The relationship he had between him and his neighbor Corinne, his friends, how he basically was an integral part of his family, and how he earned money for his family. Although it may not have been as much as his parents bring in, his wealth, or not wealth, but his income as a dog walker was used as well. And now that I think about it, because literally I've just finished this, y'all, the big turn that happens at the end of the book is kind of it's kind of a reflection of how him and Corinne become closer, how she's blackmailing him about this lie he's telling his customers, his dog walking customers, about the company he works for that actually is his own company that he doesn't want to tell them is actually run by a 17-year-old boy who he is the only employee, and there's not a big figurehead or big push or big company behind him, and it's just him. But overall, I gave this 5 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I feel like if I wasn't as busy this week, I would have read this much quicker. But nevertheless, I still enjoyed it. It was a very quick read. I enjoyed everything about it. There wasn't a point where I was bored or I felt that the story was kind of lacking. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5 stars. Also, what I read last week that I've kind of added as a continuation for this week is Wings of Ebony. I've kind of gave my thoughts earlier in this vlog, but I ended up giving this 3 stars. And that's due to like the lack of exposition and my dislike of how the story was formatted and how she decided to unravel her events in this story. But yeah, 3 stars. And for the rest of the month, I'm just going to go quickly. If you have any, want to know more thoughts on these books, since I've already had full vlogs done to them, you can go and check out my other vlogs from this month. But I started out the month reading The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. I gave this 4 stars. I read next Briarcliff Prep by Brianna Peppins. I also gave this 4 stars. Whiteout by Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, Nicola Yoon. I gave this 3 stars. And Hot Comb by Ebony Flowers, a graphic novel, and I gave this 3 stars, I believe. So that wraps up my entire month. My entire month of February. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books this month, and I really had a good time reading all of them. I gotta have a new favorite, and I can't wait to see what I read next month. That'll probably be what you all will see from me next, my March TBR, what I plan to read for the month of March. So yeah, here are my 6 books from the month of February. I'll talk to y'all later next time. Bye-bye.